subscribe.
The new Fiesta Street. Firstly, because its predecessor was outrageously brilliant. It was proof, no less, that modern, turbocharged hot hatches could be affordable, easy to live with, and wickedly brilliant to drive regardless of how mundane the conditions might be. It was on the sort of level that only older, naturally aspirated hatches had achieved in recent decades. Secondly, because this poor journo was, and still is, in fact, so convinced by the simple, infectious fun of the previous gen Fiesta Street, that she declared it a modern Peugeot 205. And, frankly, where do you go from there if this all-new, 3-cylinder, 198 horsepower Fiesta Street manages to better it? Well, dear reader, we're about to find out. A's start with the engine. The turbocharged 1.5-liter 3-pot manages 198 horsepower and an impressive 214 pound-feet of torque all the way from 1,604,000 revolutions per minute, which will see the Fiesta Street to 62 miles per hour in a scrappy 6.5 seconds. More than that, this engine will shut off one of the 3 cylinders when it deems it unnecessary to make it usefully efficient. Other highlights include an 850 pounds performance pack, approximately $1,200, that adds a quaife mechanical differential, launch control, and even performance shift lights so that you can punch through the 6-speed manual's ratios at just the right moment. On top of that, there are normal, sport, and track modes which tweak steering weight, throttle response, and the sound synthesizer, all of which is impressively on trend and high-tech, but has us fidgeting a bit about whether the straightforward hooliganism of the old Street has been lost and some flap gained. This car is around 220 pounds heavier than its predecessor at 2,782 pounds, but we're still keeping an open mind immediately. Yes, this is a hot hatch that does it all. We haven't seen detailed prices yet, those arrive later in May and will, of course, be critical to the decision, but for sheer spread of abilities, from daily runner to bombastic, hilariously engaging enthusiast's car, it certainly seems like great value. Few things will be faster or more fun than this on Britain's scrubby country roads. It's just a delight through and through. We'll have to get the VW Polo GTI and Suzuki Swift Sport on the same stretch of road to say for sure, but we'd already bet the house that there's no better hot hatch out there at this end of the scale.